Stop putting yourself down. Today we are talking about diminishing our accomplishments and how we should speak about ourselves internally and externally. I was speaking to my friend at the weekend. He's a drummer in a really successful band, but he kept on downplaying his role in the band, explaining that it's not that much of a big deal because he's just a drummer. He even mentioned quitting at some point because it wasn't in keeping with the plans that he has. Now, my friend is a very humble guy and I love a humble human being, but at the same time, don't let your humility be a chink in your armor. It's important to be humble, but I think it's more important to be supremely confident and proud of your achievements. We live in a tough world where we often don't get the praise we deserve for the hard work that we put in, which is why it's becoming increasingly important to be your own biggest fan. Now, I know it can be a little bit cringe to celebrate your achievements, and there's always a time and a place. For instance, if your friend's going through a hard time, you don't want to be celebrating all the good things that you're going through, but having confidence in yourself will authentically allow you to lift that person up and share your confidence with them. And that skill is a derivative strength that you will harness once you develop your confidence. Confidence is contagious. Pass it on. Believe in yourself. In the past, I found it hard sometimes to talk about the things that I love with the people that I know the best, mainly due to the fact that not many of my friends are obsessed with music and creativity in the way that I am. And sometimes I felt like I was chewing their ear off a little bit. But a great strength of mine developed when I told myself I'm going to talk about the things I like when and where I want. The people that vibe with me, love me, or care about me are going to want to listen. And if not, flip it. That's what I want to talk about. Now, you see, it's that confidence that reflects a deeper certainty, a certainty in yourself, a certainty in your goals, your ambitions, and your intentions, and an unrelenting desire to fulfill yourself no matter the odds. I want you to speak confidently about yourself no matter what room you're in. Side note, remember to ask the other person, what about you? I swear the majority of people that I communicate with never ask me anything about me, and it can get really frustrating and hard to get to know the person. Asking someone what about you is such an important social tool. Invite the person to share their thoughts, their observations, their goals and ambitions. I don't know about you, but it's such a red flag when I'm speaking to somebody and they never ask anything about me. Anyway, my point is, speak about yourself positively and confidently. Big yourself up. In a world where it feels like everything is designed to hold you down, be your biggest cheerleader. Celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small. You are on your own journey. Have faith in the process and the steps you are taking. I will get there. I am happy. I am strong. I am doing my best. Practice reminding yourself of who you want to be, of who you are. Be confident. Externally, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm working on something at the moment. This is what I'm working on. Forget that same shit, different day attitude. I hate it. In a nutshell, guys, this goes back to what I spoke about in episode 2. Taking accountability of your thoughts. Catching the negative ones and challenging them with more positive thoughts. Over time, the positive, optimistic line of thinking will become your default. One last thing, do not take it personally. You would be so surprised if you were telepathic and could listen to everyone's inner dialogue. I guarantee the majority of people feel the same way as you. They're nervous, they're doubting themselves, they're questioning their whole existence. Be the minority and challenge those doubts. I promise you it will change your life and the way you look at everything, including yourself. Find the positive, hold on tight, and enjoy the ride. Alright guys, that was episode 4 with mental health in music with Marcello. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope to see you in the next episode. Love.